Fitness, Wellness and Exercise. The Basics presents Progressive Overload. What is it and how do I apply it to my routine? 8 ways to progressively overload. Progressive overload is a principle in resistance training that involves gradually increasing the demands placed on your muscles over time. By progressively overloading the muscle, you can continue to make gains in strength, muscle size, and overall fitness. We'll discuss 8 different techniques to progressively overload your muscles in a resistance program. Number 1. Increase resistance or weight. This is the most common method to progressively overload. To illustrate, if you can consistently complete 3 sets of 10 repetitions at a particular weight for any or all of your exercises over the course of a week or 2, increase the weight slightly for one or all of your sets. With the increased weight, your goal is to perform the same number of reps, while maintaining a similar rest time between sets. In this example, you want to perform 3 sets of 10. Once you can consistently perform 3 sets of 10 repetitions with the increased weight for a sustained period, increase the weight once more and repeat the process. Number 2. Increase repetitions, the second most common method to progressively overload. Similar to increasing the weight or resistance, if you can consistently complete a set of 10 repetitions at a given weight for a particular exercise and exercise set, over the course of a week or 2, try completing an additional repetition. For example, try to perform 11 repetitions instead of 10 in 1 or more sets. Once you can consistently perform 11 repetitions for a given exercise in a particular set, try increasing your repetitions to 12 or perform 11 repetitions for another set you otherwise would complete 10. If you can complete 11 or 12 repetitions for all 3 sets, as in this example, consider increasing the weight. Number 3. Increase the number of sets, if you have a low number of sets per exercise. If you typically do 3 sets of an exercise, try doing 4 sets. More sets increase the overall workload and fatigue on the targeted muscles. Number 4. Decrease rest periods. Shortening the rest periods between sets can create a greater challenge for your muscles. By reducing the time you allow for recovery between sets, you increase the intensity and metabolic stress on your muscles, promoting adaptation and growth. For example, if you perform an exercise for 3 sets of 10 reps with a 2-minute break between sets, cut down the rest time to 1.5 minutes and still try accomplish the same 10 reps for each set. Number 5. Increase training frequency. Instead of training a muscle group or specific exercise once a week or twice a week, increase the frequency by training it twice or even 3 times a week. In this example, one can go from a full body workout 2 days per week to 3 days per week. Unfortunately, there is only so far you can go with adding frequency or adding sets as discussed in our previous technique. For example, even in hypertrophy training, which comparably has the most volume of other training, it is still not recommended to train a muscle group more than 10 to 20 sets per week. I will go over more specific rules for different types of training styles in a future video. Number 6. Add drop sets to your routine. A drop set is a set of an exercise where one does as many reps as possible with a weight, once finished, immediately reduces the weight and performs as many reps as possible. For example, on your last set, you completed 10 reps of overhead presses with 20-pound dumbbells to failure. Immediately, with no rest, grab the 10-pound dumbbells and do as many reps as possible until failure. You've just completed 1 drop set. For more advanced lifters, you can perform 2 or more drop sets on your last set. Number 7. Forced reps or assisted reps. A training partner or coach is required. Forced reps involve performing additional repetitions of an exercise with the assistance of a training partner or spotter after reaching the point of muscle failure. When you're unable to complete a repetition on your own, your training partner provides just enough assistance to help you complete the movement. A partner's assistance allows you to perform 1 or 2 more reps to allow continual stimulation of the muscles beyond natural failure. Number 8. Increase training volume. Training volume is equal to the number of sets times the number of reps times the weight used for the resistance exercise. As illustrated in example 1, if you perform 3 sets for 10 reps each set using 100 pounds in your bench press, then your total training volume is equal to 3,000 pounds. Adding sets, reps or weight to an exercise will increase your training volume. But unlike the previous examples, I'd like to illustrate a different scenario. Let's say you completed 2 sets of the bench press for 10 reps each using 100 pounds. You wanted to go up a repetition for the third set from 10 repetitions to 11, but you were unsuccessful and only completed 10 reps. Another option is to simply wait for 10 to 15 seconds and perform the additional repetition you could not originally do. In terms of training volume, as in the second example, though you were unsuccessful at completing 11 reps, by resting 10 to 15 seconds and doing an additional repetition, you still increased your training volume by 100 pounds to a total of 3,100 pounds. Hence, you still progressively overloaded the muscle. Many of the examples included weight training. However, all or many of these principles can also be applied to band training and other forms of training such as cardiovascular training. For example, you can increase your time either walking or jogging from 30 minutes to 32 minutes. You can also change the terrain you walk or jog on from a flat road or surface to one with a slight upgrade or hill. If you have an alternating walking-jogging routine, you can cut down on the time you walk and increase the time you jog. There are many different ways and permutations you can use these principles to achieve progressive overload, and you can only be limited by your imagination. It's essential to progress gradually and listen to your body to avoid overtraining or injury. Be sure to keep a training log to keep track of your progress. Again, the key is to progress gradually. I hope you liked this video. If you'd like to be notified of more of this content, hit the like and subscribe button below. Again, thanks for watching.